All right, we're live. It's been a long day, but it's Friday. We're hanging out. We're off work, which means we get to play Minecraft. And I did finish editing and uploaded the new video, which I'm super excited about. Like, I've showed it to people who don't even really play modded Minecraft a lot, and even they're like, holy smokes, that's so cool. So point being, I'm very excited for the video that goes live tomorrow, and I'm very excited to play today. I think it's gonna be a blast. Y'all, what's up, Cryptex? How's it going? So let's walk through what you were just talking about. So easiest one is gonna be the well, that's in dimension, but let's do Nether then. Here's the Nether. This guy right here is, I don't know what channel, but he and the other one down here are both connected up. You have the receiver set up on a redstone. Lame. What does that mean? I'm so confused. Then I go to the end farm. Yo, what's up, JR? How's it going? Abs, how are you? But both of those nether ones are hooked up to these two right here. So it definitely is cross dimension. That is possible. It may be that you don't have the redstone on the right side of this, or you don't have the transmitter hooked up to the right side of the redstone on the other part. What's up, Elder? How's it going? John, I would say that thanks for the modern industrialization. I'm so glad you liked it. I'm not even showing it. Give me a second here. I'm being dumb. Why is it black? There it goes. It caught up. Okay. So overclock here. Wait, I don't see the gameplay. Yeah, I know that's because I didn't have it on the right scene. That's on me. My bad. It's been a long day. It's Friday though. Give me just a little bit of a break here. 100% on me there. So you got to make sure that your redstone signal is hooked up to the blue side of this. And then I know this is in dimension, but I promise it works as the other way too. You got to make sure that you have the orange side of this one hooked up to the blue side of the timer. Or the blue side of the other one. Hold an Elder. I got the first one right? Okay. So the orange side of this is what's going to send the redstone signal. Also, it may not work. I had an issue with this one and the other one where there wasn't enough redstone signal to circle all the way around to the last one. So I just had to make the square smaller. But other than that, as long as they are linked together and they, you know, whatever, they're placed down correctly, then it should work the way it's supposed to. How's everybody doing today? How y'all doing on a beautiful Friday afternoon? Okay. So there was one other thing that I kind of wanted to do. I want to see, well, first of all, I want to put a waste on here because I'm sick of flying here. That's going to happen first. So we'll grab one of these, and then we'll make this. And then this is going to be mob, farm, roll. Then I'm going to head home. Got called at 4:30 for an outage. I'm a network guy. It's usually not me. Today was network. But we've persevered and fixed it. Heck yeah, that's awesome, dude. Way to go. Can't complain much. Nice. Well, that's good. Okay, so what I'm kind of thinking is I want to make another one of these, but instead of using dreadful dirt, I kind of want to use delightful dirt. Like, I want to get, like, passive mobs to go in there too. I want to see if that works because I haven't messed with that at all. And then after that, I think the plan for today is mechanism, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think it would be wise to get that set up. Angel block, I'm not sure where it is, so I'm just going to make another one. And then F3G right there. That'll work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give me a stick real quick. Yo, what's up, Tortson? John, I love your guides and playthroughs, man. I really appreciate your hard work. This is really entertaining. So glad. Thank you so much. That's so kind. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm out of dirt. So close, and yet so far. I think this is 9, 10. Yeah, it doesn't look quite like 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Yep. All right, there we go. You forgot to link them. Got it. How do you find isnium ore? How do you spell that? IE. So I have a ton of it. I believe it comes through sifting. What am I working on today? I'm going to do a couple things today. First things first, I'm going to try to put some passive mobs through my mob farm and see if the whole process works the same. Civvy, yeah, I know you get it from Civ because I got like 37,000, but I just don't remember what the Civving thing is. Oh, they removed it from Civving. Okay, well, I guess I just got lucky. That makes sense. Okay, so in that case, let's grab some source. Source, I almost have enough. Regular source stone. I think I just need one more. And then I don't really care that much. We'll just do that. Circle all the way around. Basically, I'm building another one of the exact same mob farm setups that I have. Only this time I'm going to try to use it for like normal mobs. Get all the nurse. Exactly. Yay, how's it going? How are you? I think I have one more. I do have one more full source jar in here that we can put here. I will need to make another one of the warp scrolls, as well as, I don't know if I can turn this off. Does Delightful Dirt turn off with light level? Or is there no way to turn it off? Can you make a video on power for early game to late game? I've made several of those, and to be completely honest, I didn't feel like it was any different really for all the mods 10 to the sky compared to like all the mods 10 or anything else like that. What do you have for power right now? Delight for Dirt only works with high light level. Okay. Oh, so I could surround this whole thing in Crystallix glass and then use the wand to change the light level. Theoretically. For the redstone, try the redstone pin. It reached my squares twice the size of yours. Oh, sweet. I don't think the redstone pin is in this one. Red stone. And yeah, I don't think it's into the sky. I know it's in all the mods 10, but I don't think it's in this one. Okay. What I want to do is do this. Stick. So, exactly, you can't have any fun. Everything requires power is just about running. Okay, so what I do for power is just go through power. I understand most people are going to say it's probably not the best mod to go through for power, and I agree, but it's certainly the easiest and the simplest to automate, and I have several different videos on how to automate it, if that helps at all. I grab some more Crystallix glass. some of that in here. And then go ahead and fill it all in. That is the opposite of what I wanted to do. Perfect. All right, so now we should go through. It should allow player, but not the other. And the light mode should be dark. So this should be off, which means I should be able to change the light mode if I want it to spawn stuff, I believe. So if I hit F7, it shouldn't spawn in here. Sweet. I always use power. Almost always need something else. Almost always need to use something else to learn anything else. Yeah, I feel that. Power is by far the most convenient power generation method currently. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to need 4 of these nutritious chicken feeds, which means I'm going to need some more beets. And some more buckets of XP. Where is my XP flu? Oh, hold up. I did a dumb thing. I took it all out. So let's head back to here. And then... All right, calm down. That is on... I just need a little bit of XP fluid, so we're just gonna put that on for a second here. Yeah, that ought to be plenty. I'll head home. Maybe Stallin's not sure. It should show the correct one. Yeah, it should be one of those, and I haven't messed with it at all, though. Okay. So, there's that. I shouldn't have to mess with light level too much. Grab cog blocks next. Cog blocks. We need 100 of those. Snag him, bring him with us. And then I can transform it from up there. And honestly, it might be easier if I did that. I was watching myself while I was editing do this part. And what on earth? Oh, I didn't grab them all. I was like, I know I made the right amount. I really thought it would have been so much easier if I just transformed the the dirt up here. All right, let's go feeds again. Nutritious chicken feeds. I need that XP fluid. It's still not in here. Why? Come on, dude. Hit the right keys. There we go. Are you going to make it into a portal? Yes, we are going to make it into a portal. I'm testing it with passive mobs. Why is this not... It says it's online. Extract only. I see gems still, right? So gems are still here. All of those. I know all of this is in there. Why don't I see the XP fluid? What's it called? Actual XP? It's not in here. What am I doing wrong? Break it and place it again. Are you on item only? It should be stored and craftable. All of these are on. I mean, I guess breaking and placing it again. Okay. That's a terrible pickaxe. Gonna go in here. Get that back. I wanted the pickaxe to go in here. I need that back. And the Crystallix glass back. Yeah, this doesn't have a pipe. Break it, replace it. Oh, this is back to just craftable. Okay, so stored. All right, there it is. That's so weird. That's odd. Oh, well, okay. We should be able to make the nutritious feed now. 1, 2, 3, and 4. / home. Spawn a couple chickens in. I can turn, well, nope. F3G. Can do this real quick. I need 4 chickens. Perfect. That's awful. I'd still filter the storage bus so it doesn't get voided accidentally if you haven't already. I should probably do that. You're right. Okay. 1, 2 in to there. 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 I think the only thing I'm gonna have to do now is make the portal. And then, are you going to go for the Starry Bee in this playthrough? I'm not entirely sure. Currently, the goal is a star. But if I, like, am really enjoying the world, I may go for it for the Starry Bee. We'll see. Let's hit here real quick. I need to... What is it? RF. I need 2 transmitters. Actually, I just need 1. 1 redstone receiver. 1 of those. 1 of those. 1 of those. And then I need a lever. We're going to build up right here. Give me a sign. Put that there. Overworld. Passive. Overclock. Lever goes there. Transmitter goes there. Receiver is linked to it. We head back. Let me out. Works fine. Atomic reconstruction. Ancient debris makes us need more. There you go. So then this guy gonna go right there. Pause when redstone active. Every 2 ticks. Then we're gonna place 1 more cobblestone here. And redstone receiver. So close. Redstone receiver. Those guys are getting really annoying. Okay. So all of that's set up correctly now. Don't need the extra transmitter or any of that. I will need the Crystallix wand back. Crystallix wand. Then I'll come over here. Gets this button, right? No, this one. Cycle light mode. The light. So this should... Oh, I still don't have the portal built. Give me a sec. Okay. Scroll. Want 1 of those, which means I need blank parchment. And then it should be 2 ender pearls and 4 blaze powder. One, two, 1, 2, 4, and you in the center. Excellent. Does your latest mob farm video still work? Absolutely, it does still work. However, if you're interested, the video that comes out tomorrow is like 15 times better. Like It's kind of absurd to a certain degree, but it's really good. And it's a mob farm as well. I'm gonna head back to here. We fly up here. I don't really like that that's there, but we'll just spawn these right underneath it. Warp scroll. We will head back home. More than 15 times better? Yeah, it is. It's kind of absurd. Like break your game kind of absurd. Okay. Well, that didn't work. Did something pick it up? Or break it? Okay, why is the light level thing not working anymore? Also, where the heck did the warp scroll? Creeper exploded the warp scroll. Great. All right, well. We're gonna go make another one, I guess. What you gonna do? What I will do for sure is kill everything in there before I throw it down next time. Warp scroll. The nice thing is it's not expensive to make these at all. All right, 2 ender pearls. 1, 2, 3, 4. Throw that in there. Probably light going into the hole where the jar is. I think you're right. Unfortunately, you know what? I probably could put the jar on the outside. We'll probably move it. Let me grab one more Crystallix glass real quick, just so we can have it. Because I've got the magnet on, so I should pick that up. That there. Then we do this. Still spawning stuff. Okay, so basically what's going to have happen here is I need to have this down. Like right there. And then I need to take care of everything that's in here. I didn't even set it. I didn't even set it. Give me a second. I got to go set this. Light mode is the last piece of the glass. Is light. It should be dark, right? Light mode. Oh, you're right. I didn't have it right. Okay. Mob farm control. Come in here. I want it right underneath this. Flash home. And we will fly over here. Okay, they're all set to dark now. I mean, it works. That's for sure. That guy, maybe I need a fan blowing down. So that is on. Go back home real quick. I think it might still be too light. We'll see. The easy way to check is if I do this, I cycle light mode, fake light, the light. And we apply it to all of that. And then we slash back. Okay, that's not exactly where I wanted to slash. So it's not sending any. Interesting. I wasn't sure how that would work. But it certainly doesn't seem to work exactly how I expected. All of that should be good to go in here. I keep those and throw them in the system. Okay. Y'all, what's up? Thanks for the subscription. I appreciate it. Let's see, 1 second here. Check the light level with F7. I will do that. It sounds like a good plan. Well, this wasn't exactly where I wanted to go. At home. Hit F7 real quick. The thing is, I don't think I can see light level through the portal. I also don't think the tick acceleration is working on that at all. There should, yeah, I know, yeah, no yellow or reds, right? So like the rest of this is all lit up, but yo, what's up, Alex? How's it going? But I don't think that one works, but it was good to test. It was worth testing for sure. Okay. Here we go. So the plan for today is really to try to do mechanism. That's what we're going to try and focus on. I think most of that's going to happen down here. But I think I'm going to need an energy drink to do that. And you all know why, because mechanism's the worst. Going feeling better, back to work. So what better way to spend your work day than hanging with y'all? Heck yeah. What? Nice. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate it. Okay, so we have... Is this what I needed for this? No, it's not. I need the actual coal. But it's close. That just died. So is there a way to get this from a bee? No. The only way you're getting that is by growing it. Okay, that's fine. That's not too much of a big deal. That is one of the things on the list that we need to do. Also, just so y'all are aware, this craft is still running. To the point where I have considered doing exactly what y'all said and grabbing the compacting drawers that I used to have up that have all of the like super highly compressed cobblestone in it already and placing it down and linking it just because of that, right? So like picking a little spot here, setting this down because that's 1x, 2 to 3, and then this here. And then I think I can do like these diamond upgrades on it. Yeah. So this is actually way closer to what I need. If I tick accelerate these, is that, oh, it does dramatically change how fast it compresses it. I could probably go one higher too, couldn't I? Compacting a drawer. One of these guys. Well, that wasn't it. Let's do this. Make me one of those and I can throw it here in the middle. Then I set this right there. Take one of those, put it there. And then I think this guy's got a pusher upgrade in it, right? So I want one more of those. And we put it here. So then I should be able to tick accelerate. Now I do need to put more cobble in here. But like you guys were saying last time, this is 100% the way to go as far as making that 7x compressed. Okay, even that's just the 6, isn't it? Okay, how do I want to get cobblestone? I could export bus it. That seems maybe unnecessary. Because I've got it all in an infinity cell. Do I have an export bus handy? Export bus. Yeah, let's grab one of these real quick. I think it'll be simple enough to do it this way. Plus, it'll make my doorway look cool. Cable. Because that's a wireless connector. Means I should just be able to do that. And then grab cobble. Put it there. And then put an acceleration card on it. A bunch of acceleration cards on it. Yeah? I mean, it's kind of working. IO port plus storage bus. Will that do it basically instantly? IO port. IO port. IO port. I don't think I've ever used an ME IO port. Okay. I've got that in a storage bus, you said. Storage. Walk me through what I'm doing here. I've got both the things you told me to get. What dost I do with them? I'm assuming I'm going to break this, and I'm also assuming I'm going to need at least one channel. Do I set this here? Connect the storage bus and IO port on a separate network. That's going to require me to do P2P, isn't it? Or just actually make like an ME controller. Separate network. Okay. Do I connect the storage bus to the IO port? Is that what you're like this? Storage bus on the drawer. Okay. Got it. Got it. And then do I just put the IO port in the middle somewhere? But storage bus is on the drawer. Wait, I got that part. Look at me go, right? I do, while I'm thinking about it. Oh, you need to connect it to power. You can have it just be quartz fiber between that. Oh, yeah, I can do that. I'll grab one of those real quick. And then I also was going to grab upgrades. Nope. These guys. So that way that one's fully upgraded. Bingo. Well, that wasn't quite it. That. Okay. Like so. And I grab your infinity cobblestone. Oh, I see. I see. And I put this in here, right? You're sure right about that being faster. Those don't have... If I put capacity cards in there, does it help? Or acceleration cards in here? Oh, yeah, that helps. That helps for sure. Capacity cards on the storage bus do anything? Maybe not, but maybe worth adding. Extended IO port. Okay, that makes sense. All right. I made them, but didn't grab them. Look at me go. I definitely need that energy drink. Oh, yeah. That is flying. Okay, so this is making 6x. Compacting. I'm going to make one more of these. And then grab the upgrades. For sure. I need one of these. And we'll put him, nope, in here. after I set that to this. So that should go all the way up to the 8x, which is way more than I need. But what I should be able to do now is this. That last one isn't going to need it, but yeah. Yeah. Oh, what are you going for? The ATM star? Yeah, that's exactly what we're going for. I'm just making super compressed cobblestone really quickly. Get your energy drink so we can all talk about you. Okay, all right, I'll do that. I'll be right back. I see the passive aggressive comment. Don't think I don't see that. You're right. You're right. There's a cell that could do this all for me. You're right. I'm not saying there's not. But you can't tell me this isn't effective. You know? All right. So with this out of the way, should be able to cancel that other craft. Is that just one? This should be... Oh, that's right. There it goes. That makes more sense. Okay, so I got 2 of the 7x now. So I'm just going to cancel that and then make another one. Because it'll be instant. There we go! There's another one of those. All done. I don't remember where it goes. Right in the center. Perfect. 5 items left. We're going to pick one and go for it. That's going to require draconic and some other random weird things. But I could get a lot of that done. This is one of those that's going to be a lot harder. How hard is Oritech? I've never done it before. We got the pusher working. It was just configured wrong. Also, does it surprise anyone else that John Hall is wearing shorts? It always surprises me when you stand it. What do you expect? Oritech is easy. The draconic one was the worst out of the bunch. I did all of Oritech in half an hour, so not hard at all. Well, okay. Okay. So, for Oritech, there are like 2 things I need. This guy, we already have that made. Assembling. I'm just gonna make a bunch of these because whatever. I don't know how many I need, but I've seen them quite a bit. Large energy storage. Advanced batteries. Electrum, biosteel. How do I make that? Fragmenting, pulverizing. Is there an alloying? Ooh, okay, okay. Somebody walk me through what I'm actually going to need here, because most of these seem really easy. It just seems like I'm going to need to make a couple extra machines here. Magnetic coil. You make a bunch of steel. Let's do that real quick. Steel. Give me like 1,000 ingots. That'd be great. Thank you. With bees for plastic, it's super easy. Good mod, Oritech. It looks decent and is easy. Fluxite with Power Orb. Plastic with bees. Polonium with Power Orb plus Ender Crafter. Okay, that seems easy. How hard are plastic bees to get? I'll get those first. Plastic bees. That's going to be a resin bee and a lumber bee. I have neither of those. Resin bee is a spruce nest with a honey treat. Okay. Spruce nest. That's not it. I need spruce logs. Thank you. And then we're going to turn that into a spruce nest. Then I need some honey treats. Cough, cough. Cell still an IO port. It is. It is. You're right. Thank you. I appreciate it. You buy plastic bees from the Lego store. That's pretty funny. Okay. Obviously, this guy's coming over here to the bee area. Gonna throw him down in here. I'm gonna grab some cages, because I find it unlikely that I'm gonna get the bee I want first try. Go one more. Never mind. Take that back. Okay, lumberbee. Lumberbee, bee breeding. That's yellow carpenter and green carpenter. Carp. Age. I got none of those. So, it means I'm going to come out here and catch them. I know where I can find them. That should be yellow carpenter. And that's green carpenter. Go breed them. In here. Be breeding. Pop that guy out. That guy out. This guy out. Yellow, green. Bingo, bango. I'm just going to grab one of these. And we're taking lumberbee. Oh, that's kid. Second, I don't want the FBI to show up. Lumberbee running through there. That guy, this guy. And we should now get the plastic piece. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're gonna run all 3 or 5 of those through here. Okay, one more. Need some more honey treats. So close. There we go. All right, all 5 of those are grown. What are they? Their flowering thing. Use netherite much cheaper than making crafting gold scrap. I had 3. You can bust in your door. That's funny. John and I are very similar. Like, oh, I need this sketch done, but oh, squirrel. Yes, exactly. Exactly. And I try so hard. I try so hard to avoid that. But let me tell you, I do it. I do it. Okay, plastic bee. Flowering. Shockers on plastic. Okay. Those are good to go. That's good to go. I'm going to go throw these in a beehive. And then y'all need to remind me, because I will forget. Still need to get that... Why is there no flower on this? I feel like there should be a flower on that. I still need to get... Oh, I'm out of beehives too. Am I? Like completely out? Yeah, those are all the ones I set up. Okay. Do we just kick all of these? I think we just kick all these guys out. And then say, hey, we're under new management. And we're going to put that in here. Double check, make sure it works. I'm going to grab some Omega upgrades. Grab 4 of those, start it up. That's what chat's here for. We help with ADHD, whether we help or hinder is up to today. That's fair. That is so true. Are genes a pain in TTS as well? I know in ATM 10, they made it so it only consumes 1 egg and uses the actual gene thing. Yeah, it's about the same into the sky. It's definitely still a pain. However, credit where credit's due. The genes don't, as far as I can tell, make a huge difference, especially if you're using like Omega upgrades. Grand scheme of things, if you let it run for a little bit, you're going to get a lot. I do think those were naturally spawning bees, yes. That took up home and refuge in my beehive, and I kicked them all out. In case you're curious about exactly what happened there, that's exactly what happened. Okay, so we said you can skip the refinery too, because there's another recipe that uses the atomic forge. Jeez, okay. So, I mean, there's very little, it sounds like, that I'm going to have to, like, actually really invest in for getting Oritech going. Come on, just give me some of them. I'm just going to let them run. Whatever. We should be getting plastic in now. Plastic. Yeah, we're getting plastic sheets, and I've got 300 of them. Perfect. That bee makes latex too, by the way. Make sure you're extracting the fluids from your centrifuges so it doesn't get clogged up. We are. Granted, I have no clue if I would know if I was or wasn't, because it's all going into here. But I do know that I have it set to export all of the fluids from the centrifuges into the ME interface. So they shouldn't be, yeah, no, all the fluids go out too. Yeah, we're fine. John, bring a repo, man. And yeah, exactly. That's exactly what happened. Whoopsies. Kind of unkind, but you know, whatever. What are you gonna do, right? What happened here? Oh, that's not locked. Lock that guy. Lock this guy. Beautiful. So now, got like 24 million in it. That should make that go pretty quick. Hey, what's up, Fluffy? How's it going? Is there an easy way to get honey, or do I need to pray for a nest to spawn in a birch tree? I think I went the tree route. I can't remember exactly. But I don't think it was particularly difficult. Yeah, I think birch is the way. You can use Oritech plastic and latex instead of IF, so you can strip down your latex setup if you need a little space. Ooh, you're saying I could get rid of that whole latex setup. I hate that. Let me through the door, thank you. We could clean up a little space here, and then we could put everything I'm about to do right there. How tall are the Oritech machines? Not tall, right? So like I could do them here or here. Which side? Left or right? What are we thinking? Keep going. Took me like 60 trees to get one. It didn't take me very long yesterday. Adding the bot was kind of funny. Okay. Those are done. We're gonna go throw them in the plastic bee thing real quick. I don't know why I came in here. Don't ask me. Clearly the caffeine hasn't hit yet. In here, swap one out. There we go. And then I can take the other two out, throw those in. Pull those. And then, wahoo, that should just go. 3 to 5 blocks depending on the machine. What if, how wide are they? I'm trying to decide because I want it to look nice wherever I put it. I think we're going down here. I think we're putting down here. We're going to start right here with these and we're going to see what it does. So I don't even remember what I need from Oritech. Let's just pick one thing first. I'm making a large energy setup, which means I need magnetic coils, which is not something I have to craft. Give me a second. This pattern. That's one. Give me a sec. I'm going to stop going back to this. We're going to come here. Advanced battery. It's 2. That we already have. Dubious container. Already has a pattern in there. And I have most of those things. I can go get some more Enduric compound. Not complicated. Flux gate. That's going to take an assembler. Okay, so that's one we'll have to make. I have to make an assembler, right? They are awkward. It won't look nice. What if I want it to look nice? My God, YouTube nuts. I tell you what, Tortson knows just about it all as far as modded Minecraft goes. And for some reason, he's the most patient person in the world with walking me through all the dumb things. Okay, I'm gonna put these 2 guys in here real quick. And just so I'm on the same page, we're gonna go to Oritech. That's not right. It's probably close though. Is it Oritech? There we go. I didn't even make this pattern. What am I doing? I'm throwing. I'm absolutely throwing right now. That is gonna need a pattern. And then we come back here, this guy. So if I want to make this, I need 6 energite, some enduric compound, and a flux gate. That's super simple. We're going to head to end first and get that. I think I got it on accident last time. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to get it. But if I come in here and I just light all this on fire... I get a whole bunch of it. Make sure I got that on. Enduric compound. So there's a way to actually get it. Can't tell me that this isn't. Wait, it only dropped 1? Oh, it's there. It's just all floating at my feet. Okay, or is it not? Oh, it just went into there. That's fine. Okay. Well, there's the enduric compound. That should be more than enough for now. Oritech machines are pretty good and look nice even without organization. I'm just a Minecraft addict. That's fair. It's not just you, Tortson. It's a massive help on Discord with everybody. I fear most people are very helpful in the Discord. I agree. I agree. And we're trying to keep it that way as hard as we can. Right back here. So the assembler is definitely one I'm going to have to make, right? There's no getting around that. Is that a correct statement? At Oritech. So for this, I should be down to just the flux gate and the energite. So how do I make energite? I assume alloying? Am I going to need to do alloying? I need a foundry. Assembler, foundry, alloy smelter, and atomic forge. Okay. I can do that. I think I can do that. I think. I'm not 100% sure. But we'll find out here pretty shortly if I can't. Assembler. There's that. The foundry. There's that. I know I'm going to need the motor as well. I should be good there for the assembler. I made the motor, the crafter. That's not bad. The assembler is also going to need whatever this is. Okay, throw all those patterns in and let's see if we can't make those two things. Are these multi-blocks or is it a single block that like becomes a multi-block? Assembler, boundary. Yes, also like the Centra looks cool. Oh, I see. I see, okay. So if I'm doing three, you would think I could do this. Okay, what was that? Clearly I'm misunderstanding something. I'm gonna put that there too. What do I need here? You need cores. I need cores. Okay. Okay. I assume they're from Oritech. Core? Core. See how many cores you need. Don't forget the particle assembler. But yeah, dude, particle accelerator is crazy. Start with basic. I'm assuming these are going to sort of build off of each other. There's primitive. Here's basic. I can definitely already make at least these. Oh, I don't need to make patterns for all of these, do I? I have the enduric compound. Is there any reason to not just make the advanced one? That's not going to happen. You don't need upgrades. Any core works. You don't need upgrades anyways. Okay. How many cores? Do I just make 10 of these? Can we just make 10? I'll just throw 10 in there. We just make 10. And then do I just set it next to it? Guys, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, okay. Hold up. Hold up. Ha ha! I know what I'm doing. I don't need help. I got this. Okay, there's an assembler. So if I just click on, okay. Guys, I got this. I know. I'm figuring Oritech out. Never used this before, but I'm figuring it out. Why did I leave a 2-block? Come on, man. There we go. Okay. All right. Let me go get some points. Yo, Pastor Mike, how's it going? How are you? I know we were talking about the mob farm, but I put the video out and you should be able to see it just as a heads up. Is there a specific place these things plug in? Or is it kind of just wherever? It seems like it's wherever. Okay, so those are both plugged in now. Hey, look, Key, they kind of look cool. Right click the main block. We got there. We figured it out. If you right click the main block with the cores, they auto place them for you. I didn't know that. That's good to know now, though. Okay. How hard is it to automate this? Hypothetically speaking, if I put a pattern provider like on the back here and hook it up, will that work? I saw it. My brain is nice and sizzled now. I'm so sorry. Pattern. It will work. Pattern provider plus importer pipe. Pattern provider. I'm just gonna grab 2 of these. I don't think I'm gonna need too much with it. Importer pipe. What's the importer pipe for? Importer pipe. Importer. Are we talking about just get a pipe? Oh, okay. Importer or pipe. Got it. Got it. Okay, so you're saying this, then that, and then pipe wrench to do this. Why would you do that to me? I don't believe you've done this. There it is. Why does it not work the first time? Okay, so is that correct? We like that. I could use an import bus too, but I don't think I'm going to. I am, however, going to jump down here real quick. So I break this one. I think it's this one. Dude, I'm good. I need table to go right there and right there. We'll fly back up. Import pipe is what he means. I got it. Hey, we figured it out. I'm slow, all right? I'll admit it, I'm slow, but I did eventually get there. So theoretically, now I should be able to go back in here. Go back to at Oritech. If I wanted to make, what were we talking about? The large battery thing. I'm looking at a flux gate, right? So go back, flux gate. We're gonna need a pattern here. Flux gate, make that a pattern. Perfect. I don't have fluxite yet. I do have platinum. This is also assembling. I have everything but these, I think. Is there a different way to get carbon fiber strands? I personally use the transfer labels to make it look prettier, to pull the craft pattern back in. Makes sense. It probably does look prettier to do that. What I'm going for here is not necessarily pretty, just organized, right? Clean, neat, organized. That's what we're going for. So carbon fiber strands. Fluxite, you said, has an atomic reconstructor or an energizing. Okay. We're gonna make that pattern real quick because that's so easy. That to this. And I'm gonna run this out here real quick. Coal dust. Central labor is an awesome experience, much better. Coal dust to BH. What does coal dust do for me? I forgot about carbon. You need the centrifuge thing too. Darn it! I was hoping there was another way around it that I just didn't know about. I was really hoping. Okay, so this, no, this. So I need a centrifuge thing too. Patterns. Centrifuge, that guy. What's the difference? That seems like such an easier pattern. Both of those go into that one. I'll need to put that in there as well. Centrifuge, make one of those for me real quick. And then I can only assume that the plan is to do the same thing here. So you guys are saying, what you said last time is if I right click it with a course, it will automatically place them. Very nice. Very cool. John Hall's new tagline, organized chaos is what we're going for. I mean, if it works, right? That's going to need power and a pattern provider too. That's going to suck because it's going to make it look gross. Actually, hold up. Why am I doing this the way I'm doing it? I don't need the extended ones. Just give me like a couple more of these real quick. I've got power in my ME system. Why would I not just do this and then do the what's it called? What's the thing called? It's a card. Induction cards. Make me some of those real quick. Surely this works, right? Nope. It, in fact, does not. Well, okay. Do I need to set it on top of it? Okay, tell me what I'm doing wrong then. If it works, then tell me what I'm doing wrong. Oh. Yep. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I've never felt more dumb in my entire life. That's probably not true, but I can tell you right now, I feel remarkably stupid. Like, remarkably. Okay, we can break these now. I'm gonna put that back there. Oh, okay, that's powered, that's powered. Alright, that's fine. Woo! Okay, alright, it's a Friday. A little bit of grace for John. Oritech. Okay, carbon fiber, whatever. Carbon fiber strands. I'm going to use coal dust.
KRYPTX Plays says, blame it on the fact it's Friday and it's been a long week, John, LOL.
You're so right. You're so right. That's exactly what the problem is here. How do I get... That's probably not what I want to do. That looks awful, but I also don't have this. How are we doing this, boys? What's the plan here? Is it just coal? Because it doesn't look like just coal. It looks like I have either... Oh, coal dust. I can just do coal dust. Thank goodness. Okay. Let me change this pattern real quick then. Not powdered coal. I want coal dust. Coal dust. Right there. Put that in here. So that's going to be the pattern for that. Going to go right there. This thing needs a pipe to import still, right? I can only assume. Pipe, wrench. Again, probably going to look gross. But if it's functional, then that's what matters. Okay. Johnny's new logo that's red and not blue to match his face after that. Okay, no, the face is because I've been working outside on a play set for the 3-year-old. Also, that's worth mentioning. This can be neater if you put the pattern providers under the blocks. Can Oritech machines not auto-output to the provider back to the system? I don't know about auto-outputting. I haven't really tested that yet. You are right. It would be a lot neater if it was underneath these. I'm trying not to do that because I want people to be able to see what patterns I have in here. So I want the pattern provider to be clearly visible because I am doing world downloads off of this. So if people have questions as far as what patterns I had to put in here for the centrifuge, I want it to be easy to see where that pattern provider is, not hiding, right? Hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. Like, you're right. It would be so much cleaner to do it the other way. It would look so much nicer, but that's why I'm doing it this way. Oritech does not have auto output. Okay, good to know. Good to know. They can't auto output. Transfer labors can help with that. Got you. Your dad Scar. Hey, what's up? How's it going? How are you? It's okay, Guru. We all make oops moments. Yeah, that was definitely one of those. All right. That should be good. I need a coal dust pattern real quick that I can throw in a crusher. Coal dust from mechanism. That one through this crusher. That guy. Pattern into there. Okay. Okay. That seemed too easy. Seemed a little bit too easy. Okay, energite ingots. Still need something. So let's go back and look at those. Those are created in something simple, alloying. In the foundry, fluxite, nickel. That's so simple. This guy to there, add that, craft this. That's the foundry. Put that guy in there. And I should be able to make one of these, right? Okay. I know you guys have been raving about Oritech, but to be fair, that's kind of cool. Like, all of the animations that they did are actually so cool. Is there a way to keep your beehives from in their hives forever? Because I have hives beyond sometimes they just fly away and get bugged. Yeah, you're looking at the simulator upgrades. There are some of the higher tier upgrades that also act as simulator upgrades. I'm not sure what tier and above do. I think it's like alpha or gamma, one of those two. I don't think it's alpha, beta or gamma. One of those two also act as simulator upgrades. Okay, so we got that now. That's done. So that's this part of Oritech. Correct me if I'm wrong. The only other part we needed was this, the Manhattan module. So how do I get rid of it from here? Do I hit A from here? There we go. Look at me learning things. All right, add that back to here. So look this one up. I've got the pattern in there for it already, right? Wrong. So now I do have the pattern in here. Okay. So I need literally everything. Heisenberg compensator, Plutonium pellets. Look at this real quick. Assembling. That's not bad. I mean, we could just go with nickel because I feel like that's easier. Let's make some patterns real quick, though. I was already on the patterns. The animations of Oritech are bar none. Some of the best. I get you fairs. I'm glad you understand, Big Gravy. I just wanted to make sure that you understood. I'm not trying to make it disorganized. I'm trying to make it accessible. That's the plan. So once you get the B and the ATM star, can we have you do the Manhattan module test? I don't even know what that is. I have no clue what that is. Pattern encoding, we're here. We want this one. I think. And then I think I also want to make this a pattern. That's so much more expensive. Why did I decide to do that? Plastic sheet, so polonium dust. Energizing uraninite crystal. So how am I? Oh, I can actually craft that through Endercraft. Ooh. Okay, but the problem with that is I don't have Ender. Can you automate Endercrafting? Or should I just not? Because I'm leaning towards probably just not. And then just going to actually make a bunch of those crystals. Looks cool in the base, John. You should definitely do it. Activate it. I can only assume what that does based off the name, right? It's the same way the automatic ulting crafting table. Okay. So we're looking at pumping stuff in and then pumping it back out. Got it. Okay, that sounds like a lot more work than I'm really wanting to put into it, honestly. Uraninite, uranium, and sand. Is that really a thing? That's an odd B. Uraninite, crystal, and uranium. I think both of those are here. So we're going to do the dumb thing again and do that. And then pick them all up. That can go back. So this one goes in here. I should have put the patterns away while I was still looking at it. That one's an assembler. That one is the energizer. Am I not close enough? Oh, it's just picking up straight into the system. All right, that hopefully is more than enough for now. Get it all out of my inventory because I don't actually care about it right now. Let's make sure I put all this stuff where it's supposed to go before I forget about it, because I will do that. I know myself. Plutonium pellets made in assembling. Okay, you go in there. Forget I put one layer. I put one layer of glass on it and I forget every single time. And then in here is that. I should try making an Oritech reactor sometime. It looks really cool. I'm gonna have to check it out. I have no clue what it looks like. Again, this is my first time doing anything with Oritech. I do feel like it's going rather quick. So I need uraninite crystals. So sand 1x, uraninite, uranium. Uraninite, uranium, uranium. 2 stacks of those. I didn't quite enough uraninite. Not quite. That's okay. I was gonna just do a stack of all. Sand 1x. Just make me a bunch of that real quick. And then I'm just gonna do this. I got a stack. Then we'll come over here and we're gonna throw it all in here the way that it was. And I know that's fast already, but I might as well have the ability to speed it up. So we're going to. Okay. I think that gets me close. At Oritech. That guy. One of them. Heisenberg compensator. Where is... There it is. So, an atomic forge, this is what you guys were saying. Gotta make one of these guys. Alright. Atomic forge. Oritech, atomic forge, one of those. I'm missing duratium. What if I don't even know what that is? I can't imagine it's too difficult. Alloying? Netherite platinum? Okay. Just gotta go back a couple steps so that I can get to patterning code. It was literally on the screen there. Would have been so much easier to select it from there instead of me having to try to find a dark ingot against a dark background. There it is. All right, that I want alloying. That's gonna go in here. It's not. I wish all mod makers did what Oritech had done and put their stuff into making it look. Now, yeah, I agree. They clearly put a lot of effort into it. I just slapped it into the foundry from Metalworks. The foundry from Metalworks. Oh, the duration. They got it. Okay. Atomic forge. One of those. Thank you. That should be pretty quick-ish. And then I'm hoping it fits in what little space I have left here. I'm really hoping it does. Dude, even the noise it makes is so cool. That's impressive. You also need Enderic lasers to power the forge. Well, okay, I can do that. Advanced machine cores, make me another 10 real quick. I think I'm gonna need them. Perfect. The more lasers, the faster it crafts. Okay. Laser. Enderic laser. Let's make more patterns. Enderic laser. Then the only thing is the laser lens is going to go into the assembler. All right, how many of these do you think I make? 4? 5? What are we thinking? I'm thinking I wish I would have actually created that Enderic compound a different way. I missed the Enderic compound through centrifuging, and we're gonna do that with Skulk because I believe I have an infinite amount of it relative to what I am ever going to use. Okay. That guy in there. I mean, 1 was good for me. 1 is probably enough. Hey, I mean, if 1's good, 5's better, right? Right? Surely. All right, that's going to run through all the Skulk real quick. Is this able to be tick excelled? Oh, it is, but it drains power fast. Okay. Should be done with those unless the lasers need them. There's an item you need to set the target for the lasers. Yes, the card. There's a card. A card. Okay, well, let's look for a card. That's not called a card. Any ideas what it's called? How long is that taking to make? Oh, it's actually putting them together over there. Okay, so Enderic lasers. It's 1 scrap and 1 gold instead of 4 gold and 4 scrap. Much better recipe for netherite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I need these guys. So close. Okay. We got lasers for days now.
KRYPTX Plays says, target designator.
Target designator. Thank you. So kind. Target designator. Craft all those things for me real quick. Oh, these guys look like they're ready to go. Sticks throw from the bottom first. There's no way you just saw it like that. All right, we're waiting for one more processing unit. There we go. Target designator. Position stored. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Now all of those guys need power. So we're gonna do this the easy way and then throw a point down with the universal cable. Flux point. I think I'm gonna do the flux point underneath though. I think. Because I don't want to go on the outside of like the blocks I have there. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 point. And then we should be good there. Okay. And then light gray concrete, put that back. Yeah, that looks good. Does it need power? It does. I think it's only for the atomic forge. Wireless energy is much cleaner. It is, you're right. Okay. I agree. But it's also more of a pain to set up. The lasers do, the forge doesn't. Got it. So for the forge, I can only assume I need to do the same thing again, where I have a pattern provider here that puts stuff into it. And then a pipe pulling things back out. One of those. One of these. I'll try to hide the pipe right here though. And then completely disconnect it from there. Set to pull from there. And then underneath there, I'm gonna go put a cable in. Should be right there. So close and yet so far. Right there, we put that back. All right. That's hooked up now, so this should be fully ready to go automated, right? Power on my forge and not the laser. Does it power the lasers if you power the forge that it's hooked up to? Because that would be kind of cool. Okay. Atomic forge. I'll be completely honest. I don't remember what we needed this for. I have no clue at all. I do know this is the end goal. Heisenberg compensator. Okay. That's what we needed this for. Good to know. Heisenberg compensator. Take that. And that's going to go in here. This guy is the centrifuge. Strange matter. With a dubious container. Is this difficult to do? I'm going to need to make strange matter. For that one. Don't do this recipe. Do the other one, it's easier. Okay, so Heisenberg compensator. This one? Oh, you're right. I see you. I see you. So instead of... One sec. I got you. I got you. We're going to throw this back in here. We're going to select this again, and we'll do this one. Lock that in with the Super AI chip. This guy can be erased. We'll do that in 2 seconds. Then this is just another atomic forge. This guy is also atomic forge. Silicon wafers, once again, atomic forge. Okay, well, that doesn't seem too bad. Throw all of those in there. Erase this one. Throw it back in there. And now... we just let it rip. We just let it go for it. All right. I think that may be all of Oritech right there. Thorsten, I don't think I was quite as fast as you. But I will say That was incredibly intuitive. It's incredibly cool. And it just works, you know? Also, thank you for telling me to do the other one. There's upgrades for Oritech, I believe. I've seen a small showcase of it the other day. There are upgrades, although, to be honest with you, I don't know exactly what they do. I'm sure they make it go faster or something, but I think it's gonna go pretty quick. Like, especially being sped up like that. These guys are kind of flying through it, and we're gonna have that. And then all of that's automated too, so if I ever do decide I want to do the star, we just have to go through and make more of them. It was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Accelerate the lasers. Well, there it is. That was quick. Okay. Manhattan module's done. Oblivion shard. I think we have that, do we not? Like, obviously I haven't created the paradox machines yet. Moving time fluid bucket. 1 second. Time fluid buckets. Click back up there. Paradox machines. 2 of those. Oblivion. Okay, there's another one checked off the list. Jeez, I feel like we're moving and grooving. Goes right there. All right, I can get rid of that. Oh, it's A. We got that one. Did I do the dragon one already? No, but I did do Wither Compass. What am I missing on the Dragon Soul? Just the draconic things and occultism. Lost for fuel. Let's take a look at this guy real quick. Oh, superconductor. I need that too. And it's not even half the cool of the mod. The upgrades and such are awesome. The drones are way cool too. That's very neat. I might have to get into it. It's baller. The other mod makers should take note. Yeah, for real. It looks really well done. Let's see how hard it is to do this. Because I don't think it's going to be very hard to make the Nexium emitter either. The mechanical arm may be the only difficult piece here. Well, and the fact that I've done absolutely nothing in mechanism so far. That also may take a little bit of time. All right. Lithium dust. Chemical crystallizer. I don't have that yet. We'll get there eventually though. So then I also needed these guys in the middle. Every single time, every time. I will never not complain about that one song on this playlist. All right, we're back. This dude. Is it just the normal one? That doesn't look like it has anything installed in it. At all. But also, there's no normal crafting recipe for it. So I just pick what I want. Villager and trade for the mechanical arm? Can you really? If so, that's actually wild. The fact that I wouldn't have to go through create at all would be sick. You did a whole setup for the mechanisms? I did too. That's what I usually do. Superconductor. That we already have. Let me go throw this in here real quick. I have everything built for that. I just have to put one pattern in the assembler here real quick. And then while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and dump the rest of these in here so that I have them. I'm doing the Nexium emitter because I think relative to everything else, it's probably going to be the easiest. Like actually accomplish something on. I may have to get a little bit into mechanism for it, but probably not too far. Let me get back here. I'm going to make the player transmitter next. We'll have to go through and do the full line of those. And guess who's out of patterns? Patterns. There's some easy way to keep that like fully stocked all the time. Basic and the starter. So I will need an aerial pearl. That shouldn't be too bad to get though. Come on, click where you want to click. Throw them in here. Probably works then. My guess is it in the villager trains. Okay. I might have to figure out how to get villagers then, because I have no clue how we're doing that into the sky. What I do know, aerial, that's so wrong. AI, aerial. That's so wrong too. Pearl. Pearl. That one. That's what I need. Make me one of those. Perfect. Okay. R's ritual to spawn a village. Oh, it's R's island. Got you. Yo, what's up, Tetra Flash? How's it going? Correct me if I'm wrong. I gotta use this on a zombie or a husk. Got it. Well, let's go check out the mob farm then. And see if we can't get a zombie to spawn. Here we go. On that one on. Oh, turn that off. I mean, it was effective. I just literally threw myself in there and then just waited until I got it. All right, that's their player. So I should be able to get the max level player transmitter now. Wireless routers next. I can only assume that's probably pretty easy. Machine frame. Yeah, it's cheap. All right, that one's done too. So 1, 2, wireless universal terminal. Has anybody tested if it matters what this one has in it? Because it says installed terminals, but then doesn't have anything in it. It also is completely unlinked and uncharged. The more you use the tablet on the same village, the more villages spawn. It doesn't get bigger. It just gets more villagers. Nice. There's a wand you can use on a friendly mob, and it gives you a percentage to spawn a villager. That makes sense too. Thanks for your YouTube videos and your Discord community. They've both been absolutely top tier resources for my ATM10 playthrough. I'm so glad. That's why they're there. That's what we're going for. I genuinely want the Discord to be as helpful as possible, and I try to make my videos as helpful as possible too. I don't remember what I used. I think it doesn't matter. Got you. Okay. Well, that would be nice. Let's, because I should have that. Just like in here, like a wireless terminal. Actually, I just make one of these and then one of these. And then I should just theoretically be able to combine them and have a wireless universal terminal. Okay, that was easy. Done, done, done. Nah. Done, done. So mechanical arm is next, I believe. I'm just going to go ahead and tell it to start crafting. Lithium dust, jetpack units, module base. Okay, let's actually go through and craft these real quick. Set up those patterns at least. I'm looking at, we said, mechanism, jetpack unit is one of these. Oh, that's gross. All of that's gross. I gotta get into mechanism at some point, and I'm so dreading it. Atomic alloys, so we've got module base, we'll get in there. All of it's gross, it's all gross. Bronze, we can do that one, that's easy. Jetpack, go ahead and make that one. Chemical tank is easy. Don't think there's really anything else around that one I'm going to need to make yet. So we'll go ahead and put all those patterns in here, and then they will sit here and wait until I get the courage to actually do mechanism. House table is to the sky. A friend mentioned a few weeks ago that had some issues and it was a bit early for release. Has that changed? I'm going to say yes. I feel like this release, at least 1.4, has been incredibly, like remarkably stable with very few issues other than one random one with charcoal. You can't make a charcoal block. You have to put it in a compacting drawer. But besides that, it's been pretty good. If you do my fuel and reactor setup, it won't take long for antimatters. I think it was making one every 5 or so minutes. I counted correctly. I'm going to be honest. Do you have like a list of everything you used for that? And then you have SFM code for it, right? Because if that's the case, I will do that. It had some issues in the last update, but it was fixed fairly quickly. Yeah, I think that's fair. There have been some issues, and it's certainly not still without issues, but I feel like it has gotten a lot more stable. Okay, so that's where we're at on the Nexium emitter right now. Can I not make the superconductor? I know that one's fine. Oh, it just didn't because it didn't get past that one. Okay. So you're saying I can trade for this instead of having to make it. SFM code and copy paste gadget template. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Okay. Dude, I'll check it out. If you've got it somewhere or like a video of how you're doing it or screenshots or something, let me know and I will do that because I hate figuring it out all myself. And usually when I make it, it's incredibly slow. Okay. Yes, trade for it. All right. Here's what we're going to do. What, you said that's an Ars ritual of some sort. Ars. And it is, can I just go village? Conjure Island Village. Okay. Cascading Archwood. So I need, why? I should have all those. At Ars. Oh, well, so close and yet so far. I don't have any of the Ars saplings. Where did they go? I had one of each. I think I have drawers for each of them. You can buy all the saplings from the trader. Well, in that case, oh, it's a market. That's right. Market. We are going to do that. Saplings. 1 emerald. I'm just going to grab some real quick then. Emeralds. Throw those in there. Saplings. It probably was too much. I don't really want that many. I do want like a lot of each, but not that many. Vexing is fine. That's 3 of them. There's one more. Yeah, the flashing. Where's the cascading? Unless I got it already. Cascading. Got it. And then I'm going to grab a couple more of the flashings too. Perfect. I'm going to need to grow one of these real quick and chop her down so I get the logs. Try to kill me. I feel attacked. All right, that should be all the cascading logs I need. And then I've got all the saplings I need. So let's go back to Ars and Village. Ars. Village. So make that real quick. So I basically need to fly out there into the void, right? Because I don't want this spawning on my island, right? Today we learned that when I don't want to wake up, I won't. After I discovered they couldn't get me to wake. Finally opened an eye, looked at them, and went back to sleep. That's so funny. The market guy's revenge for making the tree grow. That's fair. I did intentionally spawn him in a wall. You need a full source jar for the village. Okay, I can get that. Let's grab these and that. And then I need the ritual thing. Ritual. Unless I have it down somewhere, which I might. I might. If I do, it's right here. It's not. I don't want to have to make another. But if I'm going to, I'm going to make a pattern for it because this is not the first time I have had to make this. There's that one. Arcane pedestal. Source stone. Move that. Okay. Throw those patterns in here real quick. At some point I'm going to have to... do you know what? I may not actually have to automate the R stuff. We may be okay. All right, there's that. Somebody agree or disagree with me? Should I fly out into the void a little bit for this? Because I am assuming I do, but I have never used it before, so I am not a source of truth on the subject matter. I will, however, go fill up my source charge. 14 blocks away. That's the wrong area. I want over here. I want to set these down right there, there, and there, and set this guy right here. And then do a little bit of that real quick. Let them fill these guys up for me. Why are they not filling up? There it goes. Okay. Said one full source jar. You need to be 14 blocks away from your builds. Okay, okay. You can accelerate the build generation. Okay. I will do that. We're gonna do this here. Gotta make sure it's level. If I just do this. And then I'm assuming you guys said I need the source jar next to it. We're gonna do that, and then that. And then you're sure right about that tick excel thing. That went pretty quick. Okay, is easy villagers here? Can I just no easy villagers. Okay. But this guy is a shady. That's not what we want though. How we capturing these guys? We just using the creature catcher? Some of those real quick. What's the create station? Then yeah, I have no clue what the create station is. I will have to see. But for now, I'm just trying to... What? Okay. It's like... You're coming with me whether you like it or not, good sir. You know what? Why don't we just leave them here? Also get containment jar ready once you have the jobs and trades locked in. That's true. I should. Containment jar. Grab one of those. Containment ritual. I don't have manipulation yet. And I don't have any of the essences automated at all. Also getting containment jar. Let's go look at... So close. Villagers. Professions. Are these basic professions or does it also include the other fun ones? Is it looking just like basic ones so far? Spatial tinkerer, compact machines, turntable. What? How sure are we? Also, found the name. It's a polymorphic wand. You can cycle friendly mobs. Same with battle mobs. Oh, that's very cool. I've never used it for that. Honestly, I can't remember the last thing I used it for at all. But I have heard of it. Did you add more villagers? He might have, because I don't see it. I'm not seeing the create profession in here. Granted, early build of the pack, right? Maybe it's not. Or maybe I just like actually missed it, but start on page 4 for the other ones. That's a spatial workbench, charging station, turntable. That's the wrong button. All IE, Railcraft, Reborn, ours. I am looking for the create station for a villager to potentially be able to trade with said villager. That's what we're trying to do here. According to Google, create doesn't have villager job. Great. Oh no. I hope it's that. I need some. There's a stripped log, and I gotta put that on it. Yay! Give me a log. One's already stripped. Makes it a little bit easier. Dink, dink. Grab it. Toss it back in there. $18.10 bought a mechanical arm. Hey, no worries. If it, and it may have just been ATM 10 too. They may not have it into the sky. But I don't think he treats this as a job block. The add-on is probably not into this guy then. Well, that's okay. Create's not the end of the world. It is like slightly annoying to like really get going with. But while I'm here, I'll go ahead and do this real quick and do that real quick. And then also this and also that. I think I got all of it over here. I just want to make sure. There we go. Perfect. What's worse, create or mech? Mechanism. For sure. Okay. Let's do create. Actually, real quick, what I'm gonna do, I want to pull the rest of this stuff out here, and let's figure out all this stuff for whatever the infused canola seeds, or whatever empowered canola seed, because those are for one of these. It's this one, yeah. It's straight 4 canola seeds and then crystallized canola seeds. Okay. Canola seeds. I don't actually have that many of those. So put it into 4. I literally built my computer so that I can play with create, and I've yet to do so. Oh no, that's funny. Turn that off. Toss a stack in real quick. Grab them. We're gonna head up the top. Mech is better. I don't know. I understand mechanism more. I think that's how I base good versus bad. Oh, it's 5 stacks. I'm so dumb. Give me a second here. Let's take 2 from each of these. 1, 2. Oh, I already had taken 2 from this. 6. That's about even. Ish. It's close. Close enough. Grab one of these, and I have to tell this guy here to also whitelist this. All right. I've got that now. That's handy. I bought a new GPU to play Hellblade 2 and still haven't played it. That's so funny. Okay, so I don't think Villager is going to be super helpful for that. So instead, we're going to grab some logs first, because I remember you need a bunch of these. If I remember right. You need a new PC ASAP. What's wrong with your PC? Let me grab a stick. And then that goes in the offhand. And then that Get them all stripped. And then I think I need brass and andesite ones of these both. So let's figure out how to make that real quick. Smelting this. Turn easier way. Crusher. That's not going to help much. Okay, I need 2 patterns then. First of all, brass dust. That'll be this. I need 1 for zinc dust, which is going to be the crusher. Gonna fly up here. Go find our crusher. That goes in there. Gotta get to the furnace. That goes in there. Is that not what this is? Bronze. Okay. That's for the... Oh, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. This. Smelting. That's what I need. That guy. Smelt it. This thing. And I only do 64s here because otherwise everything is slow. Create that pattern. Throw that pattern in here. This pattern goes in here. And then I make myself 50 of these. And then I'm also going to need to make a pattern for... What's the other thing from create? The andesite thing. One where it's like 2 andesite and 2 something else's. Can you enchant the mecha suit? I have no clue. You have a 1050 Ti. That probably does need an upgrade. I hear what you're saying. I don't think it's that. Andesite. Andesite. Yep. That is what we're looking for. And is it E? Oh, there's no N. There's no N. There we go. There it is. That's what we want. Craft that as a pattern. And put it in here. Now I don't have a lot of andesite. Is there an easy way to make that? Not really. So we're gonna pattern encode. Come on. Pattern encode here, andesite. Looking at this one, and then how easy is dorite? That's way easier. Perfect, we got that. Okay. Now, make me a stack of this as well. And then we're gonna go use all of it on the stripped logs down there. And then hopefully that's all I have to do for these. I don't think I can mass do this, can I? No. It only does 1. That's fine. Is that about half? That's about half. Can you get it from Zyka? I don't think so. We need 30 different machines in MI just to get a speed upgrade for the same mod. Yeah. MI is a lot. Punch the ground with open fit. I could do that, but that is not super easy or automated or auto crafting, and I'm going for that. Okay. Break those, break these. Putting both back in there. Next up, at create, we are going to create patterns for the 2 big boys. A cogwheel, normal cogwheel. Create one of these 2. And then the big boy. That way I have them both. And then I don't remember what's the last thing that needs to get used on that. I'm also going to need the mechanical belts, which is dried kelp, which I don't know if I'm going to have any of. Will you copy my setup for automating the thing? A mod that overcomplicated job to spit a pizza nugget. I agree. I agree. Will you copy my setup for automating the thingy? I'm very curious what you're talking about. talking about for automating the precision mechanism? Because I fully intend to make one assembly line and then basically have it circle around until it spits out whatever precision mechanisms I have or need. That is the entire plan that I have. You get it from sieving, so I could do kelp. How important are the mechanical belts? Probably pretty. Okay, smelting kelp. Oh, never mind. Please excuse me. This, we're gonna make patterns. Just gotta go back to patterns. Mechanical belt, pattern. Dried kelp. Melting. Pattern. So close and yet so far. There we go. I'm gonna throw all, I already have so much of it too. Okay, so there's that. I should be able to put this in here. Like so. I would love to see you work with the create factory gauges. It's probably not in this playthrough, but I want to see what you can do with them. That's fair.
Lex Unam says, you can automate it easy, and in the time we fight about who's right, like with Torrid Sun, I can teach you how to automate it. You just need a bar.
That's fair. I'm gonna create, I think, a couple water wheels here real quick for power. And we're gonna go from there. I've done this part before, and so I'm not too worried about it. Like I've actually, done this. Stoneworks factory for all passive blocks. Gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna make 3 of those real quick, and then those are going to need. We're gonna need some sort of like actual flowing water for this. I don't want to do it on the main island. I'm probably just going to literally build an island off of that. But I got to do it in at least a create block, right? Make it a little bigger here. A little more. One more that. We'll do this. Again, I don't really need a ton of space here. I just need enough where I can kind of build some stuff. These guys are got to be the most annoying things ever of all time. And then we're going to build this side over here. So close. Right there. Break that. Come up one more. And then I'm going to place... I think if I put it like... right there like that. And then we grab our water buckets. This should work well, I think. It might not. Who knows? I don't know what I'm doing. I certainly have a lot more room for water wheels, though. In case I wanted them. So, plan at least is that. Probably is too much space. And then one more right there. All right. Please tell me this thing shows me where these things are going to go at. It does not. That's not even close. I want the large water wheels, don't I? Not the small ones.
Lex Unam says, you don't need water wheels. There's a way to get rot force with energy, aka Fae.
Clicker and hand crank to generate. Yeah, I could. I'm gonna give me 2 seconds. What if I want the water wheels? Huh? That is not it. That was not it. And now we messed that up. So we're gonna put that there. What if I did this? That's still not enough room. I need to make this bigger. We agree? I make this bigger. And probably bring those up a whole nother block too. All right. There goes half my water. That doesn't work either because it picks it up. Okay. Put that back there. I'm just going to get this spaced out real quick. Yeah, okay, that'll work. Okay. Water wheel. Give me a pattern coded for the big water wheel. Pattern. And then we're going to throw it in here. Then I need to go fix my water mishap that we may or may not have done. Water. 2, 3. And I'm going to break these real quick. Is that going to break all the water? One block out more, it'll override the water there. So it needs to go right here. Yes. Got it. I'm there. I think I'm on it. Still break the water? No, we're good. 2, 3. All right. I think that should be about right. Well, why would you do that? Okay. So, theoretically, actually, I'm going to need one side at least undone. Theoretically, we should have power now, right? I have no clue what I'm doing. I have no clue. What I do know is that I need 3 of these guys. So we're going to encode that pattern real quick. And I should have probably made the patterns for the other ones too. Brass hand. This guy. And the brass plates. Throw all of that in here. A boiler would be better. Yes, it would be. But doesn't it look cool? Give me some credit, right? A little bit. Even just a smidgen of credit that it looks cool. I didn't want that. I want a pattern for that.
Lex Yulong says, John,
yes.
please click the button that shows only pattern providers with open slots.
That way I don't have to scroll down every time? Is that what we're saying? That way I can just put it right here? Is that what we're saying? I'm gonna be honest, I've been playing this for a while now. Didn't know that was a thing. Had no clue. Absolutely no idea. Alright, sandpaper. Don't you want the water coming over the top of them for max? Probably. You're probably right. Alright, diamond sandpaper. Rose quartz, correct? Quartz. Rose quartz, this stuff. Let me just make some of this real quick. Give me a second. I think I gotta do this and then this. Enrichment chamber for the crystals. Is that a thing? Rose quartz. Oh. Oh, that's even better. I was totally gonna do that by hand. Ignore me. Okay, let me... Pattern encoding is what we want. I want this, that guy, this dude right here, 0.8. That should just be 1 enriched redstone. Enriched redstone. Like that. I think. All right. The normal one doesn't matter. Rose quartz. You're saying do this one in the enrichment chamber? Oh, I see what you're saying now. Okay. That is the enrichment chamber. You're right. So this one actually doesn't matter at all. Ready. This here. Still not on the pattern provider or pattern encoding. That one. This guy. That. Move it. Enrichment chamber. Got it. It's in there. All right. Got rose quartz now. Thank you. Sorry I was having dinner. Got the Tesla coil from the villager. I'm more positive we got the arm, but I could be thinking of a different bag. That's fair. No worries. No worries. Deployers. Deployers. I want 3 of these. I didn't make the patterns that I needed to get 3 of those, so I don't get them. Electron tube. Oh, I don't have to scroll down anymore because Lex told me smart things. 3 of those. All right, so over here. Hello, good sir. Do you actually have anything good for me? I'm gonna say no. Those are good, but I have way better enchants already. Adios. All right. I'm gonna take a little bit of cobble real quick, and we're gonna set down a little bit of a wall right here, so we have something to put these deployers up against. And then I think I have to place them up against something on top. So I'm building all the way up to here so that I can do that. Grab the 3 of these that I just made. Go 1, 2, 3. Is that backwards? Do I need to push them against something on the bottom? Create's so weird with how you place things, man. So if it's not that...
Lex Unam says, I'm not sure if you have better speed with the wheels that way BCS it was nerfed.
Gotcha. Why is it... Okay, there we go. I gotta crouch and then do that. So I could have done it the other way. I just didn't do it the other way. Where? I thought I had 3. Did I not have 3? Okay, anyways, we're gonna put that there. Oh, it's on the ground behind it. Then we're going to grab three of these. If I remember correctly, I literally take them and I put them here. That way I can put all the stuff into it. You did? I do know that I need a chest at the beginning of this and a chest at the end of this. And at create.
Lex Unam says, check Discord John, I have it automated.
Check Discord. Okay, I see that. So I'm going to do basically exactly what you have there. With one exception. I'm going to use a pipe to drag it back from the first chest to the last chest. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. Then I need a belt. I go from here to there. The one thing I don't remember is how do I get it from here into the chest? Just use the funnels. Brass funnel. I remember this. Right, because I think this is how I put it on and take it off. But I don't think it goes there. I'm pretty sure it goes like... That's not even close to right. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure that just needs to come up one block, right? And then the brass funnel goes like on top here. It just doesn't look right. It looks like it's trying to funnel from the top, and I need it to funnel from the side, right? Just one block up with a funnel on the side. That is exactly what I was thinking. Okay. Can I have that back, please? Thank you. I don't have any building. I've got 9 chests up. So we're just going to take a chest and put it on top of a chest. Bingo, bango, bongo. And it's the same on the other side, right? For the funnel going in. I break this one.
Seth says, hey John. Huge call tip. Put highest priority storage bus on the matrix assembler. Now just dump a pattern into the system and they all go in the S.
That's true. That's true. And you have to use a fuzzy card with it too. Because if you But I have heard of that, and it is incredibly handy. Okay. Other than power, this is right, correct? Other than actually getting the go on it, and here's what we're gonna do real quick. Pipe. So close, if I wouldn't hit extra keys. That and this is probably gonna make this the ugly build. There. Disconnected from each one of those. Oh my goodness, there's no way I just did that. I guess that's not so bad. I can probably put that part down the easiest. But I think I'm going to have to undo all of the pipe connections that I just undid. Perfect. Nope, it stays undone. Perfect. Okay, right there. Then I need one of these so that I can filter it. And I want to blacklist the precision. That guy. Add this mitt. Everything else is going to go back to the beginning. Power and filter. There's filter. So now we just got to get that guy run over here. So we're going to need at least one or two of the gearboxes. Gearboxes. That pattern and a vertical gearbox too, because I don't know what I'm doing. And then we're going to throw both of those in here. And then give me one of these. I'm going to want a whole bunch more these. Okay, gearbox. Put that bad boy down there. So it's turning. This is going to look awful. I'm aware. Okay, all right. Let's start with that. I'm aware. This is going to look like Garbo.
Lex Unam says, if only there was an easier way to do it, but John says no.
At least this way I kind of know what I'm doing. That's the only thing. Like, I understand conceptually what I'm doing here, right? That's the only reason I'm doing it this way. I need it to also split off here. Break that one real quick. So I need two more gearboxes. Gearbox. One of them needs to be a vertical. Thank you. And I need to put a vertical gearbox on right there. That way it comes down. One. I just need one of these spinning, right? I think. I should be able to do that. And grab one more of these. Like that. And then do this. And now that moves. Okay. Use a steam engine. It'll do like 10 times faster. I mean, I could. You're right. That. Oh, that doesn't actually go in there. I do need it to turn. I just don't need it to turn there yet. I need to go one further. Then we turn. And then I need it to power each one of those three. So... theoretically, I could just do that, and then three more gearboxes. Does it have to be hooked up separately, or can it be hooked up directly like this? Hey, I think it got it working. Do you know how to do the gear ratio thing for speed? I have never... I mean, I did have done it before, but it's been a while. A very long time. Need create tool to set the funnel to extract. I do need to do that. Do I actually? You're talking about the create wrench, right? They're not even over the belt. Oh, it has. How did I do that? How did I manage to do that? Okay, another dumb John moment there. I need just literally any block. Sure. I'm pretty sure I have to do this. And then I have to do 1, 2, 3. And then we do the funnel. That's not even a funnel. And then I can just do that, and that. Okay, all right, that's better. That's got to be better, right? Yeah, the create wrench, okay. The belt direction sets it to extract, okay. All right, stop it. So now... What are the 3 this guy needs? Iron nuggets, that's the last, okay. Iron nuggets. Under those. Under those. I'm gonna go sleep real quick so these guys stop showing up because it's getting annoying. I don't know if there was ever a competition for the ugliest crate. It's definitely a winner. Thank you. I wasn't trying to make it pretty. I was trying to make it functional. It is remarkably ugly. And so slow. So
Lex
incredibly
says,
slow.
Not even the SAS can save this creation.
But give me points. It is functional, right? All right, I'm just going to take a stack of each of these. It's small, then large, then iron nuggets, and then what are we putting in to start with? Precision. This guy. Gold plates. Gold plate. Give me a stack. What? Oh, hammer died. Got a stack of them. So, gold plates. Did it put them all in? Negative 40 points out of 1,000. Just build a steam boiler.
Lex Unam says, negative 40 points of, just build a steam boiler.
Fine. 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 Honestly, in the time it's going to take me to make the steam boiler, that thing's still going to be going. Alright. I gotta get something to build with so I can get rid of all that water real quick. Alright, if I remember correctly... Steam boiler is... fluid pipes, right? I remember, so I've done this once before and it was in all the mods 9. And that's what I use to power my... the create crafting thing to actually make the star.
Lex Unam says, the time it takes of that to create the thing it'll finish a peaceful run of ATM 10.
Yeah. All right, that's a little dramatic. Just a little. No, you're right though, honestly. I needed to not put a full stack in here, huh?
Seth says, gotta love the Gore Island.
Hold up. That wasn't it. My problem was that I took away its power. Okay. All right. Thank you. For the steam engine, I need... I don't remember even how to do it. Steam engine. This guy. Make that. I assume I need the steam engine. And then I use the steam engine with actual steam to power it, right? Again, keep in mind it's been a long time since I've done this. Why can't I can't set this thing down? You need 9x9 blaze burners. Okay, hold up. Encampments. Okay. I remember the yeah, we'll just use the blaze burners though. These guys, those guys. Make a lot more of those real quick. Need 9 of 3x3 blaze burners. I have to right click each of these on a blaze, right?
Lex Unam says, look the chat John, there's instructions, 3x3 tank of fluid tank, then pipe water in it.
Okay. Oh, I gotta get that turned off. One sec. Turn that off real quick. These guys. Perfect. No, why did it place it down? No way. This is actually so annoying. Okay, I've got 9 blaze burners. Move that there. Don't fall down. Turn that off. Turn the magnet off. Alright. Get me out of here. Okay, slash home. Click on the spawner. Oh, I didn't realize I could click directly on the spawner. That would have been a lot easier than trying to like actually track them and click on them. I am gonna need that. I do. We're talking about. I need the blaze burners. Okay, so you said 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Look at the instructions on this. A whole W to ponder. W. Okay. Steam engine can be placed on a fluid tank. Okay, fluid tank. I'm there so far. Then you got the heat underneath and you're pumping water in. Okay, so I'm gonna need like an infinite water source then. Water. Grab me one more of those. Okay. I guess it doesn't have to be an infinite water source. It could literally just be a normal water source. And then I need fluid tanks.
Torrid Sun says, a 2x2 tank with campfires will be enough to power this setup probably.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Seth says, sink and pipes works way better and faster.
Oh. Well, that makes sense. Fluid tank. Why can't I... Give me a barrel. I'm just gonna make this into a pattern. Not worth. Make a barrel pattern real quick. Sure, why not? And then I'm gonna dump those in right here. The autocrafter to make the electric motor. Put a point on it. Yeah, okay. 9 of those. Fluid tanks. These go here, right? Is it all 9 fluid tanks? It is. It's just a big fluid tanks. Okay. Then, steam engine. Let me go off one side of this. And I'll go back and look at how they did it. Steam engine. I know I'm gonna need a water pump for sure.
Seth says, yet create pumps are super slow. Only 128 millibuckets per tick at max power.
Okay, so use tank and pipes, right? Tank and pipe? Does that work? Like, can I use like a fluid pipe to push it in? Hold up. Sink and pipes. Yes, so that's, I think that's what we're talking about. Sink. We got one of those. It does. Beautiful. That. This. That. And then here, is there like a specific spot it's got to go in? I have no clue if I just did that right. ID sync pipe with upgrade. Okay. Did I even get that close to correct there? Because I honestly have zero idea. Come on, man. Let me stop typing. And then here, steam engine. So that, got it. Yeah, that's a full thing now. I'm there. Okay. Oh, that's not as far as I wanted to go. Give me back a little bit. We got water going in. Just add a shaft to the engine. Okay. It works. Okay, so now I've just got to retrofit a little bit. I don't hate all of that there. I do kind of want to change how we're getting it to it. I think it's going to be easier. Grab a couple vertical gearboxes. We're making it prettier. We're going to make it pretty. That's going to go there. And then that's going to go. That's not what I wanted. Give me that back. That's what I wanted. Maybe not prettier. Why is it spinning the wrong direction? Alright, how do I get that to spin the other direction? What am I doing here? What did I do is dumb? Do I just need to add another vertical gearbox? I have no idea what changes the direction. Add a gearbox somewhere. It just needs any gearbox anywhere. There it goes. Okay, cool, cool, cool. How do I get it to just send one instead of the whole stack every single time? Or do I just want to do half a stack instead? So you said feeding the blaze burner. So I assume I feed the blaze burners. Also, all right, let's take 2 seconds here. Thank you, Lex. You were right. You were right, okay? I'm gonna be the bigger person here. You were right. Hold right click on the top slot of the funnel. Click with an item to set amount and hold. So if I just want to set it one of each, and then I can take this, and I can throw them back in. Oh, that chest's not big enough. Chest isn't even big enough really for what it's about to have. I'm gonna put that back in there though. Let me just give it another stack real quick. Perfect. Excellent. A bucket of lava. So is it not blaze rods?
Lex Unam says, besides that, I learned that you can use other pipes to pipe it in.
I need 9 of these if I'm feeding them. Or we could just feed some of them. And then I can also use this to pick up all the water in here. Oh, I can't actually. There we go.
Lex Unam says,
and then
exporter import with bucket of lava in order to make it fast, and make the tank taller.
But at this point, does it really matter? Like, I'm already going to get the 1 precision mechanism thing that I need. Mechanical arm. I'm going to go ahead and make the pattern for it. There's that. We're going to have that. I literally just need 1 precision mechanism that's actually done. And I've got 6 of them already. There it is. All right, next emitter. The only thing left for this is mechanism. It goes burr. I believe you. I just don't think I need it. Like, That's functional, right? That's functional, and it's more. If I even decide to go for the stone, I'm never going to need more than that. That's what I'm trying to say. I cannot see a situation where I ever need more than what's set up right there. Okay. Everything's done here but mechanism. Mechanism. Vibrant capacitor bank. I don't even know. We could look at that one real quick. 16M. Let's go ahead and make that actually. 16. Go ahead and make this guy. Shouldn't take too long. The vibrant capacitor bank. I think I'm just going to have to actually just take a little bit of time to get into Ender.io and get some auto crafting set up with that, because none of that's difficult or complicated. It's just going to take a little bit of time. Occultism. Why didn't it make that? You that. Start those. That's done. Occultism, Draconic Evolution. And then a couple other things here, but nothing crazy. Let's go ahead and make a couple of these patterns, though. So I'm looking for Philosopher's Fuel. Ender Generator. That's done. Unobtainium Furnace. There's that. There's that.
Seth says, you should commit to the full quantum computer. You're severely limited by coprocessors right now. We'll make your
right.
assembler was faster.
You're right, and I'm aware. I think we're gonna probably do that in an episode coming up, though, because currently I am pretty severely limited, like you were saying. Jeez, I don't have any of these. I thought for sure I had the iron furnace recipe at least. Okay, that might be all of it. I don't know. I'm gonna go back through. I think. Do I have blocks? Okay, I do. Do I have this block? I don't have that. All right. That should be everything I need for those two. Hopefully. For 8 years, and I finished putting these patterns in here. Philosopher's Fuel, do that. Start that one. Start that one. Those were easy. Eclipse Ember block. That's going to take a little bit. I've got the canola seeds. Insanium coal block. I don't think that's going to be hard. Maybe. I don't remember how far I've gotten into Mystical Ag. That pattern. That pattern. This guy. Do I have a Master Infusion Crystal at Mystical? Oh, I do. Okay, good. So that should be all that's needed there. Let me go ahead and make that just to double check. I don't have a recipe for Supremium. Do I not? I didn't. I didn't make all the recipes for those. Okay. 1 second. I gotta get some recipes made here real quick. I'm not even on this. Okay, that's fine. R. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Hopefully that works. It might actually take a while with the crafting I have right now to get this to that point. We're gonna see real quick though. Yeah, it's gonna be awful. Oh, that's not that bad. Nah, it's got that. We'll just let that run. Maybe Insanium B. I could do that. But I do have all the stuff for it. Was wondering why your auto crafting so slow. Yeah, I just have the single block quantum computer core thing. Need to flee the blaze burners with fuel. Can't you turn RF and SU to create? Now, you can, but I don't remember what it is. I do not remember how to do that. But it's probably one of the things Lex was telling me to do. I love the base build. Looks so darn awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I've worked kind of hard on it. Yes, I didn't. But I've been thinking about actually making like an industrial looking building other than the modern one I've got over there for creating some of the other things as well. But I haven't gotten to it yet. Oh, is it out? It's out. Ah, that's fine. There's more than enough there. Okay, those two are going. That's for Philosopher's Fuel here. Diorium block is Forbidden Arcanus. That's not bad if I don't remember. Arcane Crystal Dust. Is that just smelting? Do I have any Arcane Crystal? Oh yeah. Okay, so we may actually be able to knock that one out pretty quick. I don't remember what all it takes exactly. But I do remember that it's not difficult. So, pattern encoding, Philosopher's Fuel, Diorium block. That's one. I'm just going to go ahead and grab more patterns because I'm down to 2. Diorium block. So then this... Oh, it's because I'm typing up there. Is that. In here, I'm going to need Arcane Crystal Dust, which is easy. And then Diorium. And then Mundabitter, which also is pretty easy. And hopefully I have all those things actually. That might be really easy. I may not have to get any of the Forbidden and Arcana stuff. That actually seems crazy easy. Good night, all. I've got to catch up on some of the streams. Just wrapped up automating resource production, mob farm, simple one, and initial power gen. Heck yeah. Way to go, Pastor Mike. You have a good night, man. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I do think that might be all we need for the Diorium block, though. Crazy. That's so cheap. Like, absurdly cheap. Why is it not? Why was the silicon just stuck there? Shouldn't it have gone back in? Any idea? You're not using the master infusing crystal in the patterns? No, but I have the substitutions enabled, so it'll use it automatically as soon as the other ones run out. So that one shouldn't be too big of a deal. Okay, so that's everything other than just Dire things. Draconic Evolution and Ender IO, I believe. And Mechanism. So we're down to like 4 mods. That's the thing I mentioned about the Vooz video. The factory augment makes it very slow to auto export. Okay. Just logged off the TTS server after 16 hours. I'm cooked, chat. Have a good stream, John. Dude, that's a long time. That's a really long time, man. I hear you there. That's kind of crazy. Okay, we're down to 4 left. 4 mods left, right? Yeah, that's some like Elysium level stuff. I think I'm gonna call it there, and then tomorrow we're gonna actually sit down and dedicate some time to getting Mechanism all figured out. That's gonna be the plan, and hopefully we can get it working well. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take, but we're going to try our very best. But for now, I'm going to call it there. It's been a lot of fun. My 3-year-old wants to go outside and see the progress on the playset. So I'm going to take her outside while there's still light outside. And I hope every single one of y'all has an absolutely fantastic rest of your night.
Seth says, on a light note, it's a good time to be unemployed with these mod packs.
You know what? That's a good point. That's a very good point. But yeah, thank you every single one of y'all, and I hope you have a great rest of your night, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Thank y'all. Bye.